Signs you're getting closer to Louisiana. Start seeing EAUX.
Oh, I thought that's the way you spell it.
Folks, it's time for another journey with the Eagle sports team. Cease, where are we headed?
Well, luckily, if we get out of this gate that your grandmother's afraid of deer or whatever, I think we're supposed to be going to Baton Rouge.
All right, come cover the Aggies and Tigers with us. You never know who's going to call you on a road trip, like former A&M head women's basketball coach Gary Blair. All right, we are somewhere between Dayton and Beaumont. Shout out to Gary Blair for the guest call. That was fun. Ribbing Cease about Prague and ribbing me too, because I'm one game back from him. Okay, Cease, we're headed to Baton Rouge, Red Stick. What's the biggest thing you're looking for this game tomorrow?
Just a big opportunity for A&M. You know, you're number 3 in the country. You go a place you haven't won since you joined the league. These are the things that a great season are made of. If you are who you are, like Elko alluded to in his press conference, these are the games you have to win. Now, the season's not on the line. They've got some get-out-of-jail-free card, if you would. But what an opportunity for A&M. That's what we said last week. The opportunities get bigger as the stakes get bigger. Okay, so today's road trip topic of discussion, our friends at The Athletic put together a list of the top 25 college football stadiums this week. Coming in at number 8 was Kyle Field. Cease, we are headed to their number 1 ranked stadium, Tiger Stadium, LSU. They got 14 first place votes. A&M only got 1. And for reference, in between, we got Penn State's number 2, Notre Dame's number 3. They got Ohio State, Michigan, Tennessee, and somebody else I can't remember off the top of my head. But needless to say, LSU's 1, A&M's 8. What do you think of that? Well, the bottom line is, this is the beauty of being in the SEC. Wherever you're going to go, it's probably going to be a great venue. It's a little bit like, you know, a Miss America pageant. I'll probably take Miss Rhode Island. I think she's probably pretty good looking. She might not be one of the populous states, but let's be honest, you go to Auburn, you go to Alabama, yeah, LSU, the fans are crazy. It's a night game. They want it, da-da-da. But in Kyle Field, all once-in-a-lifetime experiences. And I've been to Tennessee. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to go to Oregon. I've heard great things about them. The bottom line is we're going to one of the best venues in the country. You're going to argue if it's 1, if it's 4. Like I said, go ahead and give me Miss Vermont. I'll take my chances. Well, I'm going to ask you this. What's a stadium you've been to that you weren't expecting to be as good as it was? And what's a stadium you thought was going to be awesome that was actually maybe underwhelming? Well, I always say I'll go back to Clemson. You know, I heard a little bit about Clemson, but seeing it for the first time, I was really loved the setting, the trees were changing, very polite fans. They love their team, but they're not disrespectful. Just a great venue. Then you go the flip side, boy, that's a tough one that maybe it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. You know, man, you did stump me there. I immediately try to think of all the South Carolina places and all the Big 12 places. You know, you always could say Lubbock's a bad trip for a lot of reasons. You know, but I wasn't expecting much. But hey, we might be going to Lubbock later this year. Lubbock, you never know. If A&M makes the college football playoff, and Tech does too. I guess. You know, that's a tough one. Vanderbilt was a dump. You know, the first time they went there, they remodeled that. You think of the SEC, Vanderbilt was very underwhelming. Broadway was much more exciting than Vanderbilt. You know, you think about Kansas. We should have gone over to the field house instead of watching a football game in Kansas. But you kind of caught me on that. I haven't been to a lot of venues. You keep going back to the same ones. But I'm just a good old country boy from Pennsylvania. Any place I go to is probably pretty good. All right, the Sabine River. We are in Louisiana, Calcasieu Parish. I think that's how you say that. Cease,
What's your fun fact about the state of Louisiana?
It's next to Texas.
It's next to Texas.
I think they allow gambling.
They do allow gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is your favorite casino?
The one I went at.
When in Rome, get some seafood, some Cajun food. Cease ain't a Cajun guy, but he'll get some shrimp. All right, here we are, Don's Seafood. Got some gumbo, red beans and rice. Cease got the fried shrimp, finishing up the salad. Okay, didn't get a video of this, but this bread pudding was absolutely to die for. Saturday morning in Lafayette, Louisiana, heading to Baton Rouge. You ready for it, Cease?
Man, had a great lunch, and weather is overcast but not raining. Couldn't ask for better things.
Getting a little closer. The mighty Mississippi. And over to the right. Dun, 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 dun. Well, came to see Mike the Tiger. He's not here.
Mike the Tiger.
Yeah. Sad day.
Said he's on furlough.
Here we are, the press box inside Tiger Stadium. Sitting on row 2 today. Cease. We made it. They didn't stop us.
Traffic was not that bad at all.
Traffic's not that bad at all. Oh my gosh, look who it is. It's Tony Catalina from the Austin American Statesman.
My favorite guy is here.
3 hours to kickoff. You ready for it?
Let me get a nap first.
A lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. All right, LSU's up 18-14 at halftime. Cease, I don't know about you, but just disaster in the second quarter. A&M had everything going its way, and then just a laundry list of mistakes in all 3 phases.
Yeah, self-inflicted mistakes. You knew this was going to potentially happen and face adversity, but I don't think anybody thought this much adversity, especially when they looked so good in those 2 drives.
Block punt, missed tackles, a late hit or unnecessary roughness, I should say, after the play, extends a touchdown drive. 2 really bad interceptions from Marcel Reed. Cease, what's A&M got to do in this second half to calm down and come out of here with a win?
Be smart, but they got to be frustrated. They have like 250 yards and they're losing. And this game should be over if they didn't make mistakes.
Well, let's see if the Aggies can pull it around and get it done.
Narrator. The Aggies did clean it up and scored 35 unanswered points in the second half. Before we get to scenes from the field at Tiger Stadium, but after that barrage of touchdowns, here's a time-lapse of the Fightin' Texas Aggie Band's halftime show here at Tiger Stadium. Enjoy. down to field level. A&M's up 49-18, and my gosh, Tiger Stadium is empty. All right, here we are outside the one and only Tiger Stadium after A&M's 49-25 win over LSU. Cease, much different conversation we had at halftime. What stood out to you the most with the way A&M was just able to totally take control of the game in that second half?
Just the fact they controlled everything, line of scrimmage, special teams, you name it. A&M was by far the better team, and LSU looked beat early, and A&M actually called the dogs off. They play like that the whole game. This has been like a 70-14 game.
Yeah, this was a huge litmus test for A&M on if they had really been able to get over the hump, and they really passed that test with flying colors tonight.
Yeah, this game means so much because they beat Notre Dame on the road. They beat LSU on the road. It's no fluke, what have you. A&M is legit all the way. When you look at teams around the country, A&M's got a good offensive line. They got a good quarterback. They got the defense. They got game bakers. They have two wide receivers. The list goes on, and I think tonight was kind of a, people are going to say, oh, Marcel Reed may be up for the Heisman, but just the whole team to me today was kind of a going out party on Brian Kelly's birthday.
Well, what do you think the ceiling of this team is?
Just keep winning. Somebody's going to have to be good probably to beat them. A&M did show a little kinks tonight, and they will do stupid things. They'll turn the ball over. All teams do. So even though they're 8-0, I don't think we've even come close to seeing their best game. Remember, they barely won at Arkansas last week. What this team does is it finds a way to win, and tonight they found a way to win big.
Well, before we hit the road, what do you think your initial grade on the overall game might be?
Well, you got to give, high B's, because all of a sudden you can't really, they won at LSU. They scored the most points ever here in, 30 games or what have you. Yeah, you have a few hiccups, but what they accomplished is unbelievable. It's like, okay, you flunked one of your quick quizzes, but then you got 100 100 or 99 on the final test.
All right, well, we're going to try and get to the car before it starts raining. So back to Lafayette we go. Folks, we are gassed up. It's morning. Sun's out. Time to go home. All right. Just had a delicious lunch at Steamboat Bill's. Saw so many Aggies in there. Cease, a lot of happy people in maroon going down I-10 down to Texas today.
Yeah, once again, is somewhat historical, 8-0, and let's be honest, we've seen sad Aggies at airports, in gas stations. They're proudly wearing maroon today. They went and got some extra maroon.
Yeah, polls just came out. A&M's number 3 in both polls this week. Even got a couple of first place votes in the coaches poll. Got 1 in the AP top 25. Cease, where'd you put A&M in your top 25 this week and why?
I kept them at number 2. Once again, is the consistency. Had Indiana up there at number 2 and A&M at number 3. Excuse me if I said that wrong. But once again, is look at the long haul. Without a doubt, A&M's in the top 3, top 4 in the country. They've belonged there. They've proven that it's got to take care of business. They handled being favored last night really well after they got over the second quarter hiccups. It's a great place to be. You're going to debate, are you number 2 or you're number 3? Or could they be number 1 when the committee, because they got that win at Notre Dame, which looks bigger and bigger as the games go by?
Well, I got a belly full of gumbo and boudin balls. Cease chowed down on some popcorn shrimp. We got about 3.5 hours to go, but that's going to do it for this week's episode of the vlog. Thanks again for following along with us. Cease, get us home in one piece, please.
Well, in a fast one piece.
We'll see you next time.